I think mostly meeting everyone, seeing how the system here works has been a very interesting experience. To see some of the difficulties that are similar with what we face in Cyprus, and seeing some of how people in Croatia and colleagues in Croatia have been able to overcome them, and some of the ways they've been able to utilize different like means and ways that you have here in your system to be able to achieve services for people who may need them. One of the things that really stood out for me are some of the facilities that you have. So even with sometimes limited resources, that a lot is done. Like today, we're here looking at a space where two different NGOs share. So that's something that's nice, that two NGOs work together and split like mornings, afternoons, to be able to service more people and achieve more things. So it's been great to see very multidisciplinary teams. I was impressed yesterday with RabCheck, with the facilities there, with the whole team, and especially how they were able to respond to crises like when COVID happened, and make changes so that they could adapt quickly and service immediately the individuals that needed the help. Although there's a lot of innovation here in a lot of different areas, I found that a little bit this, at least from my field, clinical psychology, the psychological and psychotherapeutic approaches are a little bit older here than what's the current kind of thinking in terms of and research. So more empirically supported treatments, more third wave cognitive behavior therapies are not very well known here. So I've been able to talk a little bit about my experience with that, and how that's something that, could be brought in, and bring in more training in those newer type of interventions. Also, as I mentioned, I do a lot of work with digital interventions, digital therapies. So I was able to show some of the work that we've been doing with digital interventions to enhance and augment therapy. I wanted to stay in Zagreb and see more of Zagreb. So I've been able to, I think, do all of the sites here and the museums. I really enjoyed the Nikola Tesla Museum, very interactive experience, and learned a lot about a scientist that we've heard about but didn't know much about in history. I also saw the Contemporary Museum of Art. I'm an art lover, and I'm an artist myself. So that was a great museum, and they even had an exhibit that was related to our field, stories from individuals from a shelter of abuse. That was really interesting to see that whole exhibit, and then another one on mental health problems. So it was a great experience altogether. And it had wonderful weather. The weather was so nice here. Of course, yes. I think it's a great experience. Meeting, even connecting with the people that have attended the program from all around Europe has been a great experience, from all different professions, and sharing stories among us and experiences has been an addition to everything we've learned here in Croatia. So that's been wonderful to have that experience. So I would recommend it to anybody. And it's always good to see how other countries deal with difficulties. Sometimes you don't realize what you can't do, and getting ideas from other countries is always a great help.